Michael Pregent, Hudson Institute. Yeah, it's interesting that I saw that today, but we have to see how that resonates and what comes of that, because it's a pretty optimistic statement if you just look at the line. Russia wants everyone to leave, to include Russia, but only if, and the U.S. can only stay if the UN and the Assad regime allows it, which makes no sense. It's just a simple talking point that really means nothing. Well, it changes the threat, and also changes the threat to Russia, because again, the Russian aircraft were shot down by Syrian air defense forces. Now they have the S-300. So the S-300 is supposed to recognize the Russian aircraft and not engage it. So that may be a capability they want to put in to protect Russian aircraft from being fired. But I still think the Assad regime will be hesitant to use it against Israeli aircraft, because again, Israel has said we're okay with Assad staying in position as long as you help us push Iran out and you help us, you let us target the RC Quds force where it's at. So there's opportunities here to create schisms for the United States. There's opportunities here for Israel to test this new ADA system. You can overwhelm it with any U.S. cruise missile strike that we conduct in Syria. They will launch some, but they'll be ineffective. The biggest threat, again, is whether or not this is a deterrent to Israel or whether they can actually shoot down Israeli aircraft. They're smart enough not to do that. And our aircraft, again, we have standoff. We also know how to defeat the S-300. You just simply fly lower than it can actually engage, and it's really hard. It's very good against a high-flying aircraft. It's very good against an aircraft that's within its two-thirds range of the rocket. I'm going into too many technical details here. We know how to defeat it. I mean, the Syrian Kurds, again, keep looking to the United States and see whether or not it's a wavering ally. We saw what happened to the KDP in Iraq. We cannot have these recent examples of U.S. betrayal and expect an ally who views us as a temporary ally or guarantor to be a permanent one and to take permanent positions. I'm concerned that the U.S. has not put in the reconciliation requirements needed for investment in Syria, reconstruction in Syria, or a constitution. You cannot have 3 million Syrians on a terrorist list where anyone who's a relative of theirs or a friend of theirs also automatically jumps on that list. These are key things. Anytime you're looking to do things with a constitution or anything government-wise, you have to have a reconciliation strategy that actually has a third-party guarantor. And we have been reluctant to be the third-party guarantor, and we keep outsourcing it to failed UN organizations to do so. And it doesn't make Syrians feel comfortable about stepping foot back into this country when they're on a terrorism target list.